In the beginning of my gear video, I thought I'd show you this time lapse that I took the other day while I was pitching my tent in a backyard. And the tent that I'm going to use is Hilleberg Acto. Hilleberg is a Swedish tent maker, and even though this is a 4-season solo tent, it weighs less than 2 kilos. Hi everyone and greetings from the sunny Georgia. Before I start my gear video, I would like to make a little announcement for you guys, because I got myself a gear sponsorship from a Finnish outdoor retailer called Partioaita. I have to say I'm very happy to get this sponsorship because Partioaita is maybe the best outdoor retailer in Finland. And they are working as my shoe sponsor, so I'm going to get 2 pairs of shoes from them, and I'm going to show those for you guys now. The shoes that I'm going to start with is Hanwag Tatra GTX, and this is a traditional hiking boot, and I've been used to hiking in this kind of shoe, so I think I start with this so my feet have time to adjust. The second shoe that I'm going to use is Salomon Speedcross 4. So this is not the shoe that I'm going to get from my sponsor. This is the earlier version, but I'm just showing it here to you so you get the idea of the shoes that I'm going to use. So here I am with my full hiking gear on. I'm going to use Osprey Aura backpack, and I'm wearing Icebreaker merino shirt, and my hiking pants are from Swedish Fjällräven. The hiking poles that I'm using are actually my mother's, and I have been using these while mountaineering in the Alps, and these are the one thing that I'm never leaving home. Other thing that I'm always having with me is my Suunto Ambi 3 Peak sports watch. It has excellent GPS, and it has 200 hours of battery life. I'm also wearing Bose SoundSport headphones, and I have a life-proof case for my iPhone so that I won't get it wet and destroyed during my hike. So let's move on to unpack my bag. The first thing that hangs outside my bag is my Olympus camera, and as I do work also as a semi-professional photographer, this is very essential for me to have a good camera with me. Other thing that you see hanging outside my bag is the tube from my drinking bladder. I prefer using source bladder because it doesn't have a bite valve, so it's easier to get water out of it if you want to pour it into a cup. My sleeping bag is hanging outside my bag, and I tried to put it on the top of my bag, but I thought it was not a good idea since it made the bag quite unstable. And the sleeping bag that I'm using, it's a Marmot dressless women's sleeping bag because it's a little bit more warmer than the men model, and it's also a little bit shorter, so since I'm quite a short guy, it's good enough for me. Outside my bag is also my Spot GPS locator. It's for safety reasons, but also to collect some data of my Thru-hike. And here is the back cover. It's the original Osprey back cover that came with a backpack. For my camp shoes, I have a pair of Crocs, and I think they are a good choice because they have this sticky rubber, so it's also nice for fording rivers and streams. I'm not much of a DIY guy, but I have one piece of gear that I made myself, and this is actually from the packing material of AngioSeal, that is a vascular closing device. So this is basically something that I can sit on, or I can put my meal inside of it to keep it warm. For my rain gear, I'm using anti-gravity gear rain kilt. I think it's a better choice for the rain pants because it lets the air out and it's not as sweaty to hike in. I'm also having their rain jacket, which has zips in the armpits, so that also is not perhaps as sweaty as some other brands. For the inevitable and the more urgent needs, I have the Deuce of Spades trowel, so I can dig myself a cat hole. As we move on to the actual insides of my backpack, I want to state that I'm not maybe the fashionable ultralight hiker. I'm trying to be as lightweight as I can, but I might call myself an ultra comfort hiker instead. But one of the items that even the ultralight people are carrying is the Able AT guide. I think it's the best and the most popular AT guide that there is. As I'm a big reader, I also have one novel. This is Cathy Rice's Fatal Voyage, so maybe that title fits into the theme of this trip. I have one dry sack for my food and other smelly items, so this is my beer bag. I have one smaller dry sack for my electronics and daily items, and one small dry sack for my first aid things and my non-daily stuff. This is my tent, the Hilleberg Acto that you saw during the intro, a Jetboil stove, and a Thermarest sleeping pad. And I have one more dry sack that has all my spare clothes. And then comes the item that I know that is going to raise some questions. I am carrying my laptop with me, and this is mainly because I am an artist and I do work as a writer, as a photographer, and some of that work I need to do during my Thru-hike, so I am carrying my laptop, but luckily it's a very lightweight one. So this is all that is in my backpack, and next I'm going to show some of these items a bit more closer. As I told you, the stove that I'm using is a Jetboil, and I'm not having the gas cartridge in it yet because while I was shooting this video I hadn't bought it yet. And here comes the burner. It is pretty tight because my Jetboil took some beating during my flight to United States, and this orange thing is the thing that helps the gas cartridge stand up so that it doesn't keel over. The thing why I like the Jetboil is that everything packs inside the stove. And here is one thing that I want to show you. This is a Wildo folder cup. It's a foldable cup and it's super lightweight, and actually the Swedes had defined that the design is so good that it can be considered being as a piece of art. And next we're going to look inside my bear bag, and I'm sorry for my bad pronunciation. I say sometimes beer and bear so that they sound pretty similar, so try to bear with me. I decided to take some sunscreen with me. I might try to find a smaller bottle, but since I am from a Nordic country, I'm as white as a sheet, so I burn easily. And here are my personal hygiene items. I have a toothbrush, toothpaste, and a deodorant. We will see if I want to carry that along. To drink my water, I do what I think the most AT Thru-hikers do, so I am using a Sawyer Squeeze water filter. And I have this nice little extension for it so that I can fill my drinking bladder straight from my Sawyer. And just when I was shooting this video, the mail woman dropped in and she brought this ever new bag. So I'm using this instead of the Sawyer bag because I've heard the Sawyer bags burst easily. Especially some of my friends had been asking me how I'm going to shower on the trail, so I have these baby wipes. That's going to be my shower. I'm carrying 2 sporks so that I have something to eat with, and the last thing in my bear bag is the rope that I can hang my bag into the tree. Next there is the bag for my electronics and daily stuff, and I put them all in the same bag because I thought it would be convenient because I'm going to take this bag out every night anyway. Digging these items out of the bag makes me feel a little bit like Christmas, but here is the first thing, the charger for my laptop. And of course I have a charger for my Olympus camera. This is a memory card reader for my laptop, some pair of sunglasses, and spare batteries for my head torch and also for my Spot TBS. This is the battery charger, and I'm a little bit hesitant about this because it is a heavy thing, but Still, I like the idea of using chargeable batteries so that it's a little bit more ecological choice. Here is my Petzl Tikka Plus head torch. It has served me very well on many mountains. I simply love it. And I also have this power bank for my iPhone. Mainly it's 5200 milliamp hours. I don't know if I'm going to need it, but we will see. If I don't, I will send it home. This is the charger for my Suunto Ambit Sports Watch, but as I said, it can go a week without charging, so it's a beautiful thing. And of course a USB plug so that I can charge my things. I am carrying one spare battery for my Olympus camera. I don't know if I'm going to need it because the battery life is actually pretty good on that camera. And I have a couple of spare memory cards for my camera and also my Finnish SIM card so that I can use also my Finnish phone number if I need to. This is the pump for my Thermarest sleeping pad, and this is part of the questionable content because I don't know if I want to carry this extra weight. It is convenient, but I can blow into my sleeping pad, so I don't know if I want to carry it. I have one space pen in case I need to write something on anything. And this nice, short, super lightweight charger for my iPhone. Got it from Amazon. And then there is some of my daily meds, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about why I'm carrying the amount of meds that I am as we move on to my first aid and non-daily stuff dry sack. I have this Sea Summit super lightweight mosquito net since I've been hiking in Finnish Lapland, and I know that if there are mosquitoes, you are going to want to have a mosquito net on your head. And this is my actual first aid kit, so it has a tick key, some band-aid, a repair kit for my Thermarest, and one thing that I have to maybe say that I'm a little bit embarrassed about carrying, but I wanted to try this thing. So these are toe warmers. So you can put these things inside your shoes if your feet are cold, but also inside your jacket while you're sleeping if you are feeling cold. I have a lighter, mainly because if my jet boil doesn't ignite, I have something to help it. And I have my pocket knife, that is a Swiss Army knife, a small one, and what I am a little bit proud of is that it has the Finnish lion that is from the Finnish coat of arms, so I know that this one is mine. And then comes the meds that I was talking about earlier. So the thing is that I am having a kidney condition, so I have some meds that I really must take every day. And since my meds are prescribed in Finland, I can't have them from America, and you can't mail meds in US, so I have to carry all my meds for 6 months. And last but not least is my dry sack that has all my spare clothes. And first here is a pair of long johns. These are merino wool. I can use these for sleeping or in a colder weather under my hiking pants. My feet usually freeze pretty easily, and if I have cold feet I just can't sleep, so I have these alpaca wool socks. These are actually made by my grandma, so thanks to her I might sleep with warm feet. And then there is this beanie. This is also made by Fjällräven, the Swedish outdoor company that also made my hiking pants. Very good quality. And a bandana for whatever use. Pair of gloves, of course, for colder weather. And the socks that I'm using are Falke socks, and I think this is European equivalent to Darn Tough that most Americans are using. So these are merino wool, these are the thicker ones, and then I have one pair that is less thick. These are also Falke hiking socks. Anatomically made and very good quality, the best socks I've ever had. And in the beginning of this video you saw me wearing a long sleeve merino shirt, so this is the same kind of shirt from Icebreaker. Then comes my puffy jacket or down jacket. This is a wrap jacket, and I'm very happy to have this because this is an expensive one, but it has so-called traceable down, so it's not live plugged. I think this is more ethical choice if you want to use a down jacket. And to the most personal items, my ex officio boxers. I've heard a lot of good things about these, that they help with chafing problems, so I ended up buying a couple of pairs. This is a cocoon mummy liner for my sleeping bag, so it helps me to keep it clean and also makes it a little bit warmer. And the last thing is my Fjällräven travel pillow, and I've tried different kind of solutions to use as a pillow, using my jacket, using air pillows and everything, and I always get horrible headaches. So this is for me not a luxury item. I really need a decent pillow because after I got this one, no more headaches in the outdoors. This is a wonderful thing to have. So, thank you for watching my gear video. I was very hesitant about making it because I know that I have some things that I might get rid of quite soon, but these are decisions I really feel like I want to make myself, so I think it's a process and I allow it to take its time. So this is my, as I said, ultra comfort gear video. Thank you for watching, and tomorrow on Friday I will start my Thru-hike from Amikalola Falls State Park. So join my hike, keep watching, keep commenting, and have a nice day.